But yeah, I mean, like, I don't really know what else to say about the Kooks. That's why the Kooks is on there. If you want to have
It's a good band, eh?
Yeah, it's a good band. It's a good indie band. Okay,
Yeah.
so a lot of bands I wanted to put on were, of course, indie bands, especially a lot of indie bands from England, I guess, because I did go through, I think the period of my life where I listened to the most music is probably in like between high school and university, where I listened to a lot of fucking indie bands.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was because I was actually in a band myself. I don't know if I've...
Were you?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever talked about this.
No, you've never talked
We've
about
never talked about
Have I never mentioned this to you guys?
it. Wait, what did you play?
What did you play?
I play guitar.
Are you serious?
I didn't know
I'm
this.
serious.
Can
I'm
you still
serious.
play guitar?
Why have we not started a band?
I don't know.
Do you know how long I've been waiting?
me on vocals.
Yeah.
Joey on...
Connor on vocals, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Garnt on guitar, and I'll just like fill in
Whatever,
the rest.
yeah.
Like,
Joey's the prince. He can do everything else.
And yeah, have I never mentioned this before?
Never,
I must
never
have.
mentioned this.
You've mentioned that you used to play guitar like a little bit.
This feels like something you should mention more.
Yeah.
This feels like a personality trait.
I feel betrayed that you haven't mentioned this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like, okay, so I guess I gotta get into this story then. Okay. Let's start right at the beginning.
Next,
okay?
you're gonna say that you were a member of the Kooks.
Well,
yeah, I
just
just play them.
I'm saying the guy who's a platinum selling artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I guess the reason I wanted to learn how to play guitar in the first place is my first choice on that. It's Muse.
Oh, I love this. Good
I
choice.
remember the first time hearing Plug-in Baby and just hearing that riff, and like just
Godlike.
something just clicked in my mind, and I was just like, I need to be able to play this, and I need to be able to play this. And like I remember before, like my mom had always tried to get me to learn guitar because she's just like, you know, people who play guitar are cool. You know, my mom thinks it's cool. And I'm just like, she set me for like guitar lessons as a kid. And I never really took them seriously, right? I was just like, I'm doing this because my mom wants me to do it, right?
Yeah.
I can play fucking Oasis Wonderwall, whatever the fuck, you know?
Which I would argue is the only song you need to know.
Yeah, the only song you need to know. Okay,
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever. And we only owned an acoustic guitar at the time.
Yeah.
And then I went. I remember I went into secondary school, which
Yeah.
is like I guess just before high school age in the UK, or is it high school age? I don't know. Secondary school.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time hearing Plug-in Baby. And I was just like, why did they never teach us how to play this in fucking guitar lessons? What the fuck? I know how to play a bar chord, sorry.
Yeah.
I'd like, what do I need to do to learn how to play this? And so the first thing I did was
Ditch your acoustic.
yeah, I ditched my acoustic. I signed up for guitar lessons in my secondary school, and I was like, Mother, I would like an electric guitar now.
Did she get you one?
Huh?
Did she get you one?
I remember we got like a fucking cheap ass electric guitar from
Amazon
like
Basics.
No, not even Amazon Basics. I got one that was like on like a car boot sale or something
Fair
like
enough.
that. which was what
That'll
which
do
was,
the trick.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that did the trick. So so I can't even remember what my first guitar was. It was a shit guitar. It was one where I had to like replace all of the fucking strings on the guitar because all of the strings were like rusted already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Didn't like at that point I didn't even know how to like properly tune or like change the strings of a guitar. So like my teacher at the time had to teach me how to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's when I first properly got into learning how to play the guitar. And at that point, as the point where I was building up my skill level to be able to play Plug-in Baby, which eventually I did.
Hell
and
yeah.
And then actually, now that I think about it, once I learned how to play Plug-in Baby, my drive to like improve my skill level just kind of just stopped. So
I've reached peak guitar.
I'm like, you know,
There's
when
never a need to play it again.
you know when you reach the goal you set for yourself, and I just never found a next goal to set for myself. So like for me, it was just like play guitar to play Plug-in Baby. I can do it now, Mother. I can stop playing the guitar now.
Oh my god.
Dispose of this.
I always wanted to play Guitar Hero more than I wanted to play guitar.
Yeah. So then in that time, one of my friends he wanted to start a band, and I was like, you know, why not? I've got nothing better to do at this time. You know, I can play the guitar. Might as well use it for
First day lessons. Do you know Plug-in Baby?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
We can play that.
Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, I joined because I wasn't really doing anything with the guitar aside from trying to learn how to play plug-in baby. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, man, maybe I'll just join the guitar. Maybe I'll just join a band for fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think we were the greatest band, but
You don't have to.
Did you ever play?
yeah, we played like a bunch of gigs. Actually, I got like
What?
Yeah. I think the biggest crowd we played in was a crowd of like 500 to 1,000 people.
What?
What?
Okay.
What?
Oh my god.
How have you never told this story?
Okay, so I remember when we were trying to think of the band name. I think we have like a fucking stupid band name. Okay.
They're always stupid.
Okay,
Trust me.
our band name, we tried to like brainstorm a bunch of fucking band names, and like nothing just seemed to click because everything sounded either like too metal or too campy or whatever.
Right.
And then we just went with the name 9.5 pounds because the month before, my mate, one of the lead singer, went on a diet and he lost 9.5 pounds. And that was like, we were just like, you know what? We don't know what we're going to call our band. Let's just use this as just the name until we think of the actual name for the band. And then that was just like,
That's amazing.
As with a lot of names, you
It just sticks, right?
You pick a filler name and you're just like, can't be asked to change it now, innit?
So you would just like play any song? What kind of songs did you play?
So I mean,
Muse.
That just means.
no, I mean we wrote our own songs.
Oh.
So we'd go. So my mate had we went to the drummer's house because our drummer.
You always gather at the drummer's
You
house.
always gather at
Yeah.
the drummer's house because you can bring your fucking guitar, you can bring your, you can bring your bass or whatever to someone's house. You can't transport a drum kit everywhere.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, at first we went to the drummer's house to practice and write songs, and eventually we had like this really fucking old music studio that a friend of a friend of a friend's dad owned, that kind of thing.
That's
And
pretty cool.
you walk in, it's like a back alley, and like the fucking door hinge is like been like broken in like 10 million times or something, and you're like, I might get stabbed here, but they have a drum kit and a recording studio here.
Right.
So whatever,
So
let's
cool.
just
That's amazing.
And I remember the biggest gig we played was like we signed up to what was the equivalent of like a Battle of the Bands kind of deal.
Bro,
right?
you had an anime arc.
Yeah.
So like
This is just Beck.
no. Part of the reason why I got so into Beck and why Beck was one of my
Why
my
the fuck
favorite.
didn't you say this when you were talking about Beck?
Yeah.
I think I did mention it.
you
I
didn't.
must have mentioned
No.
it.
You didn't know. I would remember if you were like,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, I was in a Battle of the Bands and performed for
I think I
1,000
would
people."
remember the name 9.5 pounds.
Okay. Okay, so we were just a band for fun. We weren't taking this seriously.
Yeah, of course.
But like we met like a lot of bands who were like fucking amazing that came out of our school. Because like I guess part of the other reason why we formed a band was because the school I went to was a performing arts school. So a lot of people there were doing performing arts, whether it was theater or music or something. So there were like some people in my school, like my classmates, who were taking like music really, really seriously.
Right.
We were just like, whatever, I'm learning guitar. I'll just play in the band because whatever, that seems like a cool way to spend my time. And so I remember for this Battle of the Bands, we literally had to like audition to get into this Battle of the Bands, right? And it was like it was a pretty big deal at the time because this gig was pretty famous for like a lot of students, and there was sometimes there would even be people from music labels who would attend like events like
That's
this.
cool.
Yeah.
So we weren't expecting anything to come out of this. We were just like, you know what? They're holding auditions at our school, and we could sign up. So we're just like, what have we got to lose? We didn't
Yeah,
really,
why not?
we didn't really expect anything because we didn't really think that we were that good of bands.
Right.
So we obviously auditioned, and it was literally like the fucking X Factor kind of deal, right? Because
The big golden buzzer in the middle.
yeah, because literally because our school was a performing arts, so we had like a theater set up, right? And the theater, we had like a drum kit in the middle, and there were judges on there.
Oh, wow.
And we had to play 2 songs, right?
Yeah.
We had to play 2 songs in front of the judges, and I remember.
That's where Garnt plays Plug-in Baby. And the crowd goes wild. Sorry.
And now for our second song, Plug In Baby. One more time, baby.
This is where the montage starts. Everyone
Yeah.
gets up on there. Okay, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and then I remember we were hearing some of the other bands that were playing before us,
Yeah.
and we were just like, "Fuck my life, we got to follow these guys." we got to fucking follow these guys. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And so I remember thinking we're not going to get on because there were a lot of other bands that were fucking better than us. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
But so we went on. We just played our songs. You know, the judges, you know, waved us off. Whatever. We didn't expect much, and so we didn't get into the battle of the bands. We actually became like a backup choice, just in case, you know.
Okay.
And so we went on with our lives, and then we get a call like a week before the event, and
You're in.
And they were just like, so one of the bands has dropped out, and we got an extra space in this Battle of the Bands concert. Do you wanna come on? And we're like, what the fuck?
Oh my, this is literally Carol and Tuesday. Like that's exactly what happened in Carol and Tuesday.
This is anime, bro.
And so we were just like, I mean, yes, but how the fuck can we prepare in a week for this Battle of the Bands, which is like other bands have prepared for like a good month or two, you know, like playing with a band is fucking much more difficult than you imagine it if you've never played in a band before, because you're in a live setting, right? And a lot of things can go wrong, and you need to be on the same wavelength as your other band members. I've played plenty of gigs, and some gigs are better than others. Sometimes you make mistakes, and sometimes, you know, you're not in sync with the rest of the band, and you need to be tight. You need like the performance needs to be tight. So you need a lot of practice. So we said yes, but we didn't really have time to practice the songs that we wanted to practice.
Right.
But there was like one joke song that we had practiced. We had practiced before because we didn't really have any gigs coming up, and it was
I Just Had Sex by Lonely Island.
And it was an indie rock version of "Hit Me Baby One More Time" by Britney Spears.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
It was "Hit Me Baby One More Time" by Britney Spears.
Hell yeah.
And we were just like, well, we don't really have time to practice some of our more complicated songs, so let's just put that in the set. Whatever, right? And I remember we had the conversation before of we always wanted the experience of like having the audience, you know, having the audience sing part of the song. You know? Like a lot of bands do that.
Yeah, of course. And
I remember we were having this discussion of, you know, the perfect point of the song would be what's the line? How does "Hit Me Baby One More Time" go again?
No, I think he's thinking about the chorus, right?
Yeah.
Hit me, baby, one more time. It's
No.
not
Here it is. It's when the line goes, "My loneliness is killing me."
Yeah.
And and we were saying that would be an awesome point for like the audience to like chime in, but like we were just
to do the and I
to do the and I, because that would be like an awesome feeling. We thought.
Of course.
But we were just like, no, we're not going to do it, because like what's more embarrassing than like stopping a song, letting the audience sing, and no one sings. Like we did not have the fucking balls to do this, right? And so I remember we go to the Battle of the Bands, and it's like the biggest audience so far. Normally we're used to performing for like 50 to 100 people, so this was
which
like
is still a lot.
Which is still a lot, you know, which is still a lot. But like this was like about like 500 people. It was at like it was at like Concord 2, which if you know if you know Brighton, Concord 2 is actually one of the biggest venues. That's not like the Brighton. That's not the main Brighton venue. It's like a lot of big indie bands go there.
That's cool.
And so we go on stage, and we're just like, guys, we're not going to take this seriously. A lot of these bands are fucking amazing. We're just going to have fun. We're just
so anime.
We're just going to have fun, right? And I remember, so we go on stage, we play the set, and this is me like playing on pure adrenaline. So we're not practiced at all. We're not as tight as we want to be in terms of our performance, but seeing like, for some reason, just like playing in front of like the biggest crowd kind of like hyped us up. And I can't really explain the feeling, but it just like something that day just clicked. You know some days where you're just like in the zone. Like that day, for some reason, all of us were just in the zone. We were like at peak performance, right? Yeah. And then I remember we decided, because we were going to meme it up, we decided we were going to end it on Hit Me Baby One More Time. Yeah. The rest of it was just going to be our original songs, and we were going to end it on that because we were just like, we don't care, whatever. Yeah. The audience is probably not going to like it because it's fucking Britney Spears, but we're just going to have fun with it. And then I remember when we start playing the song, somehow the audience just like erupts. right? The audience, and because like this is not the type of audience that would listen to fucking Britney Spears. They're here for like fucking Arctic Monkeys. They're here for fucking Block Party, or you know, like the Claxons or some shit like that. And I remember playing this song. Right, and obviously we had agreed that we weren't going to stop the music with the and die, right? But we saw the energy in the crowd, right?
You had no choice.
And we were like, it was one of the most surreal moments in my life, right? Where we had this performance where we were just all like in the we were in flow, you know, we were just in like we were like Kuroko Basket in the zone. And I remember the moment was coming up, right? I looked over to the drummer.
That's so adamant. We all looked at you.
Yeah, we looked at each other.
No, because I remember I was like, I want to do this, but we agreed that we wouldn't. And I remember thinking, I want to do this. And I remember looking at the drummer, and he had like the same look as I did. I looked over the bassist, and the bassist was just like,
oh my god!
And he nodded at me, and then I looked over to the singer, and in the corner of he sees me at the corner of my eye, at the corner of his eye, and I'm just like, and then he nods back, and I'm just like, okay, it's going to happen, and so he goes, my loneliness is killing me. Silence. And like the fucking entire like concert hall just like fucking they complete the line, and it's just like I can't explain that fucking feeling.
It's better than sex.
It is like the biggest orgasm I've had in my life. Like
poor Sydney.
Because it was I don't know, it was kind of like a Disney moment for me, because like somehow everything just fucking came together, and then we continued the song, and it was the best reaction that we've ever got from a crowd.
Damn.
So the Battle of the Bands was done by votes, and there were 10 bands there. We came in third.
Oh wow. Shit.
Did you get anything? Any prize?
No, we didn't get any prize. We didn't get any prize. But that was.
But he did get the biggest orgasm of his life.
Yeah, that was the peak of my
music career.
That was the peak of my music career. It all went down.
I mean, that's pretty ridiculous considering there's how many fucking hundreds of bands that have probably never experienced that.
True. And from that day onward, he relinquished the name Grant and became Garnt. He wasn't right to use the name.
We leveled up and evolved.
Yeah, we can't use the name anymore. Damn, that's crazy. How the fuck have you never brought this up?
How have you never brought this up?
I don't. I swear I've said I've been in a band before, and no one's ever just.
Everyone's been in a band before. No, everyone's been in a band before.
No, yeah.
I've been in a band for like 10 seconds until I realized it was a horrible idea.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I really liked Beck, because I looked at Beck and I'm just like, fuck, I get that.
That's my life.
So you were like actually good at guitar?
I was like competent at guitar.
Oh, you played in front of people. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I played in front of people, but
I mean, that's by my book, that's pretty good.
So we're starting a band called 10.5 Pounds soon.
10.5 pounds.
I
look forward to it, guys.
You like unlocked memories in me. Like I heard the fucking Zelda thing when you were like, I remember I tried to learn guitar. Well, not tried, but I think my parents nudged me towards it.
Right.
I just remember being in someone's house playing guitar, trying to do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Right.
And I just was like,
no.
I was like, I don't get this. And then he was like, he gave me this device that was a tuner, but I didn't know what it did. He was like, you got to do it until it goes green, the light. And I was like, why? It all sounds the same. It all sounds very similar.
It's just one beep to one other beep.
And my parents bought this tuner for me. And I remember just, even at that time when I was like 8, I was like, oh, my parents just wasted their money on this tuner. I'm never going to get good at this. I'm never going to get good at this. So I'd never learned guitar. Right. And then I remember I went to learn drums, which seems pretty fitting for me because I'm,
Well, you just need a sense of rhythm.
That's
just like and hand-eye coordination.
Which is great. I've had great hand-eye coordination. Unfortunately, no rhythm. So that was the crux of that one, and that was over with. And I never really learned drums. I went for like a year, and I never really learned anything.
Really?
They try to teach me how to read the sheet music, and that's where I was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
That's like jazz drumming methods.
Yeah. I didn't really enjoy it.
I think I stopped learning at the point when sheet music started to become like a thing of my lessons. I'm just like, I don't like this anymore.
This used to be fun when we were just talking about beeps and boops. Now you brought reading into this. And that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, because like like I think we said this last time, where I go by feeling, like, and that's what I went when I wrote like the
anime
songs.
protagonist.
No,
thing you
yeah,
never said.
because I don't understand a single thing about fucking music theory. You know, I know which chords sound nice in my head, and sometimes I have like a nice like beat or rhythm in my head, and I'm just like, let's try to play this out with guitar. I do not know what fucking.
You're
music
literally
theory
Yui
is.
from K-On! Like 100%. Like in the way you think, it's like 100%. It's the exact same. It's like I can't read shit. I just feel and I can play.
I remember at one point, for some reason, one of my friends was like, "Yeah, we need a singer." I was like, "Oh, all right, I'll do it then. I'll do it."
Really?
I'll do it. Yeah, I couldn't sing at all.
Right.
And I didn't have any confidence in it. But the first song, I'm not even kidding. The first song that we had to learn is the only one I ever bothered learning.
Yeah.
We never did anything. This died by this song. Guess what song we had to sing?
Muse song?
No, it was fucking Smash Mouth. And I remember like actually.
Why did you not pursue it?
I don't know. I have like very vivid memories of me actually seriously trying to learn how to sing fucking All Star before it was a meme.
Right.
And I remember when this became a huge meme, I was like, this is like, I had like Nam flashbacks. Like just like, oh my God, this is the song.
Yeah, I need to hear an actual serious cover of Smash Mouth's All Star.
We go to karaoke. I'll do
we
one.
Because every time we go to karaoke, of course, All Star comes up at least 4 or 5 times throughout the night, and every time it's just Connor singing in like a dumb voice. I want you to actually like be serious and like try and
if I seriously
well.
try and sing,
Yeah.
I feel vulnerable. I feel open for criticism. I can't do that.
No. I won't.
If I'm the clown, it's safe.
No.
Safety.
I get
on.
that, Connor. I
Safety.
get that.
When
I
you're bad
get
at
that.
something,
No,
it's
you
good.
can't hide. You can't.
I'll
hide.
hide.
Now that you said that,
I'll
you have
hide
to do
behind
that.
my clown makeup. Thank you very much.
Now that you've said that, you have to do that.
So that was your first pick.
That was my first pick. Muse.
Oh my God, it's been like 4 hours.
Yeah.